Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's JPhanta. Welcome back to another My Hero Academia, the strongest hero video. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the MHA videos because I do really enjoy this game. And I think it's about time that I showed you guys some tips and tricks for beginners. I'm saying beginners specifically because I am still a beginner myself. I've had about 24 hours of gameplay on this, maybe a little bit less than that. I only just passed halfway into the main quest. And another example of how far I am into the game is this is a new game mode that I have gotten, and I'm only on chapter 1, and there are 8 chapters to do, and I can't even complete chapter 1 as of yet, as I need more characters. So there's still a lot to do, and this game has only gotten content from season 1 of the anime, so there's still plenty of content to be released, hopefully, as the game develops. Now, there's no particular order for these tips and tricks, so make sure you watch to the very end. Even if you're a pro, I'm sure you will learn something new. Starting off with the support system. Now, if you've ever played co-op, you've probably seen like All Might appear onto the field or whatnot. That is due to your character's ascension level. So you unlock a certain ability or like thing for your character once you hit to a certain max level. What I mean by max level is when you do this awakening process. And I don't remember what exact level it is, but you will unlock this blue diamond. And it will show you this 3x2 like table right here. The first column is for your cards that appear onto the field. So Death Arms right here appears on the field, and there's a button during combat that you can press, and he does some extra damage. While the 2 columns on the right are for your support characters, and they will give you some extra boost. So make sure you fill this out. Of course, this will increase your character's power level. Each character has their own little table. And as you can see, by equipping a lower level, a lower rarity, I just lost some power level from that. And now I'm at 10,600. Now, what you just saw is the set bonus appearing off. So if your card has a set bonus, it will show you which cards you need. Right now, I need, for this one, I need, you know, the card itself and then the fire hydrant dude that I forget the name of. So that's why I have them together. And that just gives you some extra bonus. What the bonus is depends on the set, but I can't give you every single set there is. So just quickly translate and see if it is worthy for your character. Also, if you don't know what to give your character in terms of support or leaders, each character will have a list, a recommendation list for what cards you want to use. The bottom one is more for the pay-to-play players. Like, these cards are only summonable. These ones are all farmable on the top, so Death Arms is farmable. I got them from my login bonus, so... and then all of these appeared as I was playing the game. So that's really nice. So they give you a free-to-play friendly one and a pay-to-play friendly one. As I said, they are farmable, so you might be getting some extra dupes for certain 4 stars or 3 stars, and you can actually fuse them together in order to increase the stats. Right now, I have her maxed out. Her max level is level 2, which is unfortunate. But for example, this 5-star that I have here, it almost doubles the stats that he provides. So if you do want to fuse, that is an option. But you can also use leftover cards for different characters, of course, because you cannot reuse the same cards. So I have this one for my Kirishima, and as you can see, they're completely different cards. And he has his own little recommendation list as well. But because it's the farmable ones won't change too much, as there isn't that many farmable support cards out right now. Of course, that list is going to grow. I'm not sure if this list will update, but you can see that the 5 stars one changed a little bit. Now, how do you know which characters are going to be the ones that appear on the field? Pretty much all you need to look at is from the icon of the character at the bottom right of each logo or each card art. There should be a 4-pronged star, 2 of them. And that really means that they are your leader cards and the ones that appear onto your field. So if we go to the recruit system, which is where you can get some additional ones. As you can see, All Might has it. And then you have, you know, the principal. There's some 4-star ones in there. Death Arms is one of them. It's cool that you can get dupes of a farmable card through the summons and get increased stats for those farmable cards without having to farm. But obviously, you want to aim for those 5 stars for the most amount of stats. And there is a premium one This is where you'll get your character-specific ones. If you are going to summon on this, make sure you focus on one character. By clicking on this tab right here, you can pick which set you want to have an increased rate. Of course, you can keep it at random and the top option. So if I wanted to get Deku's set, I make sure I click on this and I start summoning. The pity system does not reset. So as you can see, I've already summoned for one. That's for the tutorial. And so make sure you work around with that pity. And yeah, hopefully you get good luck and pull the cards that you need in order to make your favorite character the best that they can possibly be. Moving on, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty simple tip for you guys. This should be like a given. Log in every day. There are so many daily things that you need to do in this game to progress through the game that logging every day is going to make that progress a little bit faster, of course. And of course, there are rewards that you can get by doing these daily tasks. Now, some daily tasks are the world tasks. I've already done them already, but it's this top right one. And you'll be given a set amount, and in the end, you'll get a reward. That reward could be from a summoning ticket or a support item ticket. You name it. There's some pretty cool items that you can get just from doing these daily tasks. And of course, with that, you can do the tasks that are given through the story mode. Another daily task is your co-op task, the emergency task. You can do a set amount per day, and that will get you some cool rewards. The biggest ones that you can get, like the biggest rewards that you can get, is doing the allied support. And you can get one really good reward per day. And that reward, one time, I got a 5-star shard. And which means that 5 stars are even farmable at a degree if you really want to beat the full free-to-play route. As you can see in my bag, I've got a Tokiyami puzzle piece, which means if I get 90 of these guys, then I'm able to get a free S tier. I don't know why I said 5-star, but a free S tier just by doing daily tasks. And of course, that can also be for your A classes. And even if you have the character itself, the more puzzle pieces, the higher rarity you can get your characters and make them even stronger. Speaking of the puzzle pieces, there is the daily puzzle piece missions, which you can do 2 times a day. And this is for your B tier characters. And your A tier characters, you unlock these as you go through the story. So make sure you do these as, you know, those, even if it's like 1 or 2 pieces, that might end up being just enough to increase your S tier character to an SS plus tier character, you know? There's also, of course, the daily login stuff. So I believe if you log in every single day in a row, you get these rewards right here. Up to 8 days so far as I know. The second day that I played this game, I got a free 4-star leader, which was awesome. That's how I got Death Arms. But, you know, logging in 8 times can get you 5 summons. 7 times will get you some character summons, which is very, very good. Super free-to-play friendly by just logging in. Of course, there is the general logging in, which allows you to get just some minor rewards, but they end up being good as you keep logging in. Also, by returning back in specific time frames, you're able to get some stamina back. So stamina is a limited amount of resource that you can earn per day, because right now I'm experiencing that problem. By using hero coins, you can refresh your stamina by a 50 amount, and you can only do that 10 times per day. But you've also got this chef that's giving you extra stamina throughout the day, so it's implying that you should log in at these times of days. I believe this should be based on your local time. I'm not too sure though. And then one more thing for what you should do daily is the collaborative war. You get 5 runs of these collaborative war PvP matches per day. Of course, you can refill it with hero coins, but hero coins are super important. So I wouldn't recommend you doing refills unless you're willing to spend money on this game. It will get you, the higher rank you are, the more of these tickets you get per hour. And the higher rank you will get, which means more rewards. Make sure you collect these every single day. I don't know if there is a cap on that right now, because I've been collecting it like every single 5 hours or whenever I wake up, which is not 24 hours. And then there's a shop for this, which can get you DNA pieces for certain characters and upgrade them to become even stronger. Or you can even get a costume. This one is, I believe, the Deku school uniform costume. I think Deku's the only one that can get that costume as well. I'm sure there will be more rewards in the future, but yeah, these are definitely worth it, but not worth it to spend hero coins for sure. Speaking of the shop, these ones, which refresh every day, that you can spend hero coins. Right now, they're discounted, which is really nice, but you can get 20,000 of these DNA pieces every single day if you spend a bit of hero coins, which is where I am spending my hero coins majority of the time, which is why I'm pretty low right now. I'm spending it on stamina and these DNA pieces, and I'm getting pretty low right there, which is why I recommend you save as many hero coins as possible. Try not to, you know, transfer them into tickets because you get so many tickets anyway, and right now the purple tickets aren't worth pulling unless you're the biggest fan of Todoroki. But even then, it's kind of not worth it because you can farm Todoroki at the eventual end game. And I haven't really found a use of buying these cards stuff right now. So maybe if you don't care about the DNA pieces and you just want to summon, then feel free to, you know, spend it on your tickets if you really want to, if you have that urge. But I recommend not to do it because it costs quite a bit. 250 is quite a lot. Yo, hopefully you guys are enjoying this video so far. This is probably a good time for you guys to subscribe to the channel. Scroll down, click the red button. People just tend to forget, so I'm just here to remind you. And not only that, it is totally 100% free. And if you guys don't like my content in the future, you can unsubscribe at any point in time. No hard feelings. And only 55% of the people that watch these videos are subscribed, so I'm obligated to tell you guys to subscribe. We want that ratio to be as high as 100% in the future. But yeah, let's get back into the video. Like the video, all that good stuff. Help me out in the algorithm by commenting down below. Now, speaking of PvP, I just want to go through the PvP section really quickly. This is the PvP arena, where you use your actual combat skills to verse other players. I just want to quickly translate these for you guys. This is the ranking system, so the higher you get, the more rewards you will get. And there is a season stuff. So once the season ends, you probably get this medal right here to display as for your profile. The blue one is training mode, so you can pick your characters and train with a bot. And then the green one is unranked, so you can play as much as you want, and you don't have to worry about your rank decreasing. I don't know if you can decrease or not, because I haven't lost yet in ranked, but yeah, unranked. It does show on your stats, though. I was playing some unranked, and I did lose a bit of times, but that's fine. That's fine. It's unranked. And then the bottom right here is the actual ranked mode. Now, the ranked mode is actually for a time period, because I'd assume there's not too many people playing. And I think the PvP is actually restricted to your server. So that's the unfortunate part, which is why they keep it on a time frame. And that time frame might differ to you guys, because I'm not too sure. But it's around, for me, in Australia, it's 12 PM to 2 PM. There's two time frames, one at night and one in the day. So make sure you jump on those time frames, do some PvP, because those rewards are kind of nice. And it's a lot more fun when you do rank, because it's, you know, more tension in the game. And make sure you redeem these missions and open up these crates as you go along with the PvP. Next up is the bag. So as you go along with the story mode or doing specific events, you're going to get openable things in your bag that you might not have opened already, like I have right here. So this chest right here, we can open it, get some more DNA pieces. We got some more puzzle pieces that we can unlock. So right now I got 32 puzzle pieces that I can get for my B tier characters, which is like Deku, Kirishima, and Kaminari. So I'm saving those until I specifically know which character that I'm closest to upgrading to a certain rank. Then you have these little data pieces. These data pieces, let's open one up, will get you an equipment, which we will talk about straight after this. And then these tickets right here are for your daily skip tickets, I think. It allows you to skip a daily mission, and then you can get the rewards without, you know, doing the actual quest itself. So yeah, make sure you open these. You might be missing out on a bunch of cool rewards right now. These are the only ones that I can show you as of now. Now, speaking of these equipment pieces, this is, I believe, the final thing that you can unlock for your character in terms of an upgrade, other than leveling up. You will be shown a tutorial as you go along with this. I just wanted to talk about a little bit more further details, because, you know, the game is not in English, so you might be missing out on some little bits and pieces right here. So this piece that I have right now is specifically for Deku, and you can purchase these through the shop by farming a certain event to get a coin, and that coin can get you a certain piece, which you can choose, by the way. Or you can go with the luck and try to you know, get it from drops. I've got some here for the S tier characters, which I can't even use, so I'm just saving them. And make sure you run them as a set, just like the support characters. They will give you a set bonus if you use all 3. Now, you can level up these equipments. I would only recommend leveling up the ones with the sets. Don't level up these 2 stars. It's too easy to get these 4 stars. If anything, if you can last by not using or leveling up these 4 stars and just waiting for the 5 stars, which you need to get your account level to 33, which I'm nowhere near, then do so. But yeah, you can level these up. You can run auto. You can use even like the things that you farm so you can get rid of them. There's other ways of getting rid of these stuff. I believe you can sell them as well. Make sure you run the set bonus at the very least. But if you don't have any sets, just add as highest rarities as you can. And these upgrades like your attack and your defense and certain things that I don't really know. But you know, the more numbers, the better. Now that I've talked about leveling up certain things, I want to tell you guys on early game what you should level up from what I've experienced. For the characters, level up whoever you want, but I would only focus on your main 3 character setup. PvP, you don't really need to level up your characters from what I have known. I think the stats of the characters all become equal, so there's no higher advantage of playing field if you play on the PvP arena, although that's different when it comes to the collaborative war, where that's all based on your team power, and so upgrading everything is the best way to go. And collaborative war, you require 6 characters, so if you want to rank high in that, make sure you have 6 characters that you're working on. But try to focus on your main 3 to do main quests. I'd recommend you doing as much of the main quest as possible, as that's going to provide you with the most amount of leveling up, the most amount of tickets, and unlocking those levels will get you stages to unlock the awakening stuff for your characters, so you can max level them even higher. I actually don't know what the max level is right now. My max level here is 60, and I'm trying to work my way up to getting that max level to 70. It makes it easier when I only have 3 characters right now, so I've been working on these guys, and I've just been focusing on these guys. Regardless, you want to work on Deku, because I've experienced some stages where you actually have to run Deku as the character, so you do not obviously want an underpowered Deku, so just level him up as you go along, just so he can keep up with the power creep, and yeah, you should be fine with those characters. Now, you also have this gear setup. This gear is for your overall team, so this will affect your team's power base level. This is not character specific at all, and you can actually, right now, from what my level is, once I unlock these, I'll tell you guys what these are, but right now, I only have the second tab, which upgrades, not the equipment itself, but the actual, slot of the equipment. So just to show you guys, this is level 10 right now, and if I swap this piece, you can see the level 10 right here. If I swap this piece with this piece, it's still level 10 here. So, make sure you level these up. Feel free to use it whenever. Of course, you do need to farm the actual material to level it up. And of course, the gold ones are going to be better than the purple ones. And then the purple ones are going to be better than the blue ones in terms of rarity. Just to level it up, you just go into the second tab and you intensify. It does cost some cash, and it costs some of this green stuff. The blue ones are the higher rarities. I think I've upgraded all the areas where you only require the green ones. I've gotten a lot of green fuel pieces. I'm sure the green fuel pieces will also be useful in these 2 other tabs, but I have not unlocked that, and this is still a beginner guide. But yeah, if you're thinking about saving all those, don't worry. Just level it up to at least 10 on each piece, okay? And then maybe save the blue ones. And that's just a cheap way of getting increased stats, increased passes. And if you don't want certain equipments, you can sell them for money or whatever this currency is. I don't think there's a shop right now that I can see that uses this currency right now, but probably that unlocks in stage 30. So I'm just keeping them for the time being until I know. And also a cool thing that you can do is that you can actually swap certain stats for your pieces. I've already done this, unfortunately, but this blue one, this was a different stat. I'm going to do this for the content, but I'm going to replace the green one right here, whatever that may be, for this blue one, and it's going to cost you some cash. But there you go. And I got some stats with it as well. And as you can see, my purple piece has lost it. And it was originally from this piece right here. And so I moved it and I swapped it. You can't add it. It's just swapping for a different stat. But when you hit the stage 30, I believe you can add more slots to your current pieces. Don't ask me what these pieces do in terms of these stats right here. I just added it because it's the highest rarity, right? But if you want to translate it, let me know down in the comment section down below. Oh, by the way, make sure you do these. This is like an idle kind of thing. You just put your characters in and they'll work for you and they'll give you certain rewards. Recommend you do this. These house coins are going to be super important late game. So if you have the characters, you can just press this blue button and it'll automatically give it to you or set up your characters. If you want to do them yourself, you can manually try it, but I just tend to do the auto. Right now, I can't do it. And you just press OK and then just leave it and come back in a few hours and they'll give you some cool rewards. Those house coins are used for the dormitory to either, change your dormitory around by adding more pieces. I don't know really what's the purpose of this. But as you can see, they require like sleep and stuff like that, make them happy. And I don't know exactly what the happy meter does for us specifically. But this can here will give us some more stamina. Hopefully with unlocking more rooms, you get more of these cans, which means more stamina for you to run. So we're going to make Kirishima sleep real quickly. Come on, mate. You can get there. It's just a little side thing you can do, and it increases their happiness. I don't know what the happiness does, but it's giving me free stuff. Look at that. Let's actually find out right now. Let's release some locks for our dorm. Cool, we got some free furniture with it, but it doesn't look like we get the extra stamina, so you don't worry about that, right? I think you should just, if you have only 3 characters like I have, don't worry about unlocking more rooms right now. But if you have more characters, then feel free to unlock it. It does give you some more in return. But use those coins to like buy some furniture, make your house look cool. I'm sure they will give like something in return. Okay, so let's now get into the technical side of things. Right here, I want to give you guys the description for majority of these settings, especially the visual settings, the video settings, because obviously this is not in English. So this is going to affect your gameplay, how many frames you run, if your game is going to stutter, or how beautiful your game looks. So let's go run them down real quickly. The first one is resolution. So the right options are going to be the higher end options, and the bottom options are going to be, the lower tier options, the ones that are going to ruin your visual effects. And I put mine to max because I am a content creator. I want to see the beauty of this game. But if your phone can't run on that, make sure you lower that down. These 5 options right here that aren't ticked are like default, like pre-made settings already. So if you want the lowest of low settings, click the first one. This last option is your custom settings. So you click on that and they'll give you options to play around with things. Bump down the resolution if you want the game to load fast, if you don't want to use too much of your battery life, if you're on a mobile device or your PC just can't handle this game. The second one is anti-aliasing. That's just the lines of specific assets. So if you want the smoothest lines as possible, the far right options is what you want to go for. I don't like too much of a smoothness, so I went with the second option, and that bumps down how much load my computer has to deal with and less lag overall. HDR is high dynamic range. Pretty much what it's going to affect if you max this out, which we can do right now, is it's going to give this like blur effect. I don't know if you guys like this, let me know if you do, but I kind of like that clean look. But yeah, it just gives this like bloomy effect that applies to your whole visual effect, and it increases the lighting of everything. So I like the little bit of contrast in here, so I turn it off, and it makes the, the darkest darker, and then it makes the, I guess, image clearer because there's no like glowing effect on it, because glowing effect kind of makes the illusion of like a blur effect. So that's why I like to put it off. And of course that means your phone can run even smoother. That's just your preference. Alright, so I might mix these around, but this is because I'm on the top of my memory. This one's Space Distortion. I really don't know what this really is, because I haven't, like, really tested this out. But that's Space Distortion. I just turned it off, because who wants distortion, right? The next one is Lens Blur. I don't like blurry things, so I turned that off as well. But you might want that. Just test it out. It's all preference, right? Visual effects are all preferences. The bottom one here is high resources, so your image quality going to be high resolution or not. And that's just like images, like the banner images and stuff like that. I turned that on because that makes the game look better, and I want to make impressions to first-time viewers that this game looks good. But if you want the game to load faster in a way, or you want it less laggy, then turning it off is the best option. Okay, so if we scroll down just a little bit, this option, I actually don't know what this is, so I'm not going to tell you what it is or what it does, because the translation's a little bit weird. But if you want to let me know, leave it down in the comment section. This one is dynamic shadows, so the quality of the shadows. I did want good shadow, but not too good, because shadows does take a lot of your power, so I just went with the third option. And then this is special effects, which, you know, like the aura of your character and stuff like that when you do ultimates and stuff like that. I just went to the third option. Didn't make too much of a difference that I can see. This game looks still good, and it just causes less lag. This option right here on the bottom parts is, I think this one is city atmosphere. And what that does is, from what I've known, is like less people are in your city. I didn't mind that. I didn't want the city to be empty, so I didn't put it in the bottom option, but it just means lower loading times, because, you know, they don't have to load up all these characters as you go along. I think this one, the middle one, is reflections. Yeah, I didn't want reflection. I didn't really care for reflections anyway. And then the final one is view distance. So how far your game wants to load in for your eyes. I put that in the max so I can see as far as I can, so that I'm not missing any secret treasures or whatnot from running around the city. I don't know if this affects like the arena parts, but yeah, just turn that on so it's better immersion. If you really have a bad phone, 2D is the way to go. And then these are sounds. This one's background music. These are probably like voice and special effects. Now, let's talk about the friend system. So there's some things that I need to tell you about the friend system. It's very, very important. I should have told you guys this first, but friend system is based on what server you are. So when you log into this game, you are able to select which server you are. I am specifically in server 32, so if you want to add me as a friend, join server 32, as well as join my league, which I'll show you in a bit. So yeah, if you want to play with your friends in co-op or whatever, make sure you're on the same server, or else you can't play with them. To add a friend, you need to go to the friends tab on the left, second tab, and then the bottom right. This will give you your ID, as well as you can enter your friend's ID, whoever wants to add who, and then you can accept their friend request. The good thing about having friends is that they can give you and you can give them stamina, and it doesn't affect your stamina limit, which is great. So the more friends you have, which you can get a max of 50, and if they all give you 5, that is an additional 250 stamina that you can use, which is really, really awesome. You can even add random people if you'd like to. I'm sure people just add people for random just so that they can get some stamina. So yeah, feel free to add me if you'd like to. But if you do add me, I will have to recommend you to joining my league as well. I want to be the best league on server 32. We're going to be known in the My Hero, the Strongest Hero Legends book as the greatest team in server 32. We're the J Squad. I'll give you the details here. If you want to join me, 532-0032. You need to get into a certain level in order to unlock this feature. And if you're really nice, you should donate some hero coins for the team. Not only is that going to level us up, hopefully, but it'll give you some cool rewards as we go along. And I want to unlock this. I have no idea what that is. So we need to reach squad level 2. And the shop is actually pretty nice as well. Get you some additional coins when needed. And I'm sure they're going to add some more stuff. But this cat, I'm so curious about what this cat does. And if you don't care about the friend system and you just want to play by yourself majority of the time, and you want to re-roll for a certain S tier character, whether you really like them and you can't spend money, a way to re-roll on this game is changing servers. You can have multiple different accounts on different servers if you'd like to. So if you want to account on server 31, server 32, you can do that. Each server will make a brand new account for you. You have to start the progress once again. This is the only known re-rolling method that I know of. So if you want to re-roll for a certain character and you don't care about friends, or if you want to be the leader of your friend group, then re-roll probably be worth it in the end. But also I want to mention that if you spend money on this game, I believe the currency that you earn through one account will not transfer to another account. So be mindful of that. Pick a server, grind that account, and yeah, enjoy the game. Now, for the final tip that I want to give you is some additional currency that you can earn through the game. Some secret methods that I believe the tutorial does not give you. So first off, the more characters you have, the more rewards you are going to get with this method. So you click on each character, and if you click on the top left right here, they're going to give you a combo tutorial. I already done all of my 3 characters, but that's an additional like 60 hero coins, which is kind of decent, and times it by the amount of characters that there are, and more characters to come very soon. That gets you some decent amount of hero coin. You can also use this method to practice with your character, but pretty much what it is just like a combo tutorial, which is really nice. It lets you learn some of the combos that the characters have, and get you some hero coins as you go along. Another one, which you've probably seen through the settings, is the code system. Now, I'm going to leave 3 or 4 codes that I know of that are guaranteed to give you some stuff. If you have some more codes that might work, you know, leave it down in the comment section for everybody else. But it's just free stuff that you can get. It's not like crazy good stuff. They're just like coins and like food items. But everything helps, right? And later on, they might release some more codes that you can get throughout the game. But yeah, that is going to wrap up the tips and tricks. Hopefully you guys learned something new. Big shoutouts to the My Hero Academia, the Strongest Hero Discord, as they have given me some of the information to make this video. If you want to join their Discord, link is in the description. You can get some help for certain team builds or whatnot. And talk to other people that enjoy the game. But anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We got content on this channel every single day, so make sure you put on those notifications so you don't miss out on the best content on YouTube. I'll see you over on my live stream, twitch.tv/JPhanta, over on my other social medias. Till the next video, stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.